Hey, what's up guys? Matt here with Fix Anything Save Money. Today we are going to be showing you how to perform a compression test on a small engine. This is a Craftsman 36cc chainsaw 2-stroke. So we're going to be showing you one of the key things that you want to do if your engine isn't running and you're trying to diagnose why it's not running. You know, there's 4 things that you need in order for your engine to run. You need fuel, you need air, you need spark, and then you need compression. So this video is going to be going over the compression aspect. I recommend doing this first if your engine isn't running. You know, if you haven't had it running in a long time or if it's been sitting for a long time, checking the compression is a good place to start. It's quick, easy, and it's going to tell you a lot of useful information. So we're going to get right into this. In order to check the compression, we need to gain access to the spark plug. So the spark plug sits underneath this black cover. So we're just going to take a T25 and we're just going to remove this cover. There's a screw here, then there's a screw right here. And then there's a screw right here in the front. Show it to you right there. So if you've never seen the gauge to test the compression, I'll show you that real quick. So you can see here, we have a compression tester. This just goes from 0 to 300 PSI. And then we have this little nozzle here that we're going to screw in where the spark plug normally sits inside of the cylinder head. So we need to remove the spark plug. So the first thing we're going to do is just take off this cap. And sometimes these are a little hard to pull off. You might need to get a flathead and kind of pry the cap off. And then for this spark plug, we're going to be taking a 3/4 inch socket to remove it. Okay. So now we could go ahead and thread on our compression tester. So the one thing I will say about these, most compression testers, you don't want to thread on super tight. You don't want to get like a pair of pliers and rotate this on super tight, because this ring right here needs to seat nicely against the cylinder head, and if you over tighten it, it's going to pretty much cause like false readings. It's probably going to cause low readings actually. So what we're going to do is just thread this on. Okay, and then we're just going to hand tighten. That's very important to only hand tighten. And we just want a nice seal. You don't want to go too crazy. Okay, so now we have that. We could kind of set this up so you could get the reading. We'll set this up somewhere where you could actually see. Maybe right there for now. And then all you're going to do is you're going to pull your pull start a bunch of times until you get a consistent reading and it's not dropping at all, and then you know that you have your full reading. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I was kind of just keeping an eye on this gauge as it was going up, and you could see we're sitting right at 90 PSI. So that is a little bit low. For an engine this size, you're looking for anywhere between pretty much 90 to 110. 110 is probably about as good as you're going to get, if this engine was brand new. But 90 should be enough compression to start it. It might not run the best, but 90 should at least start this engine. And you can see how it's just sitting there at 90. And if you guys have any questions, all engines are different, with how much compression it's going to take to allow it to run. So if you guys have any questions or you need any help looking up any information, reach out in the comments, and I'm more than happy to respond with, let me know what make and model saw you have, or what make and model, mower or whatever you're trying to get running. And I could kind of help you out with what the the range should be for the compression. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much how you run a compression test. So we know that we do have enough compression in this engine for it to run. It shouldn't have an issue running. And then you could release the pressure just from pressing this button. Okay. And then we're just going to unscrew it. So we know that that's not the issue. So then we could start looking at replacing parts, you know, replacing the carburetor or cleaning out the carburetor, you know, doing stuff like that, checking our plug, making sure our plug is clean and things of that nature. But the compression test is just a good, you know, first kind of step just to diagnose, you know, make sure that you don't have, you know, like a blown cylinder head, or you need like a new cylinder head, or need new seals, or need it rebuilt, or anything like that. It's a good first step to at least give you some sort of information to go off of. So yeah, guys, hopefully this video helped you out. If you have any questions at all, be sure to reach out in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, if this video helped you out, be sure to give it a like, be sure to subscribe to the channel, check out all of my other tool and DIY videos. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.